everyone, Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com, and welcome to my craft room. The first thing I have to say is last night I got promoted to Silver Elite. I am so excited. I had one of my downlines promote to Silver, and that pushed me up to promoting also to Silver Elite. Guys, I was crying and I was just with tears of joy last night. I could not believe this happened to me. I've been with Stampin' Up now 7.5, almost 8 years, and I'm still on cloud 9. Like, I woke up this morning and said, "Good morning, you're Silver Elite," to myself, you know, because there's nobody here, and then, you know, I'm home now. So, but yes, I'm like so excited, and I want to thank everyone who, of course, you know, has placed orders with me, subscribes to my channels, the ladies that sign up with me, my team, the person that is working on her business and promoted and then, you know, helped me. So everybody helps each other in this little crafting business. And right now, you have no idea. I mean, with everything going on, I promoted to Silver Elite. I'm just like, I'm over the top joyed, okay? So we'll just, I had to just start my video today with that. I'm so happy. Okay, so this card, we're going to talk about this card. Now, I know I have been using the bejesus out of this set, but there's so much to do with it, guys. There's just so many possibilities. I have to admit, the first set that I got, this die, which I did right here, and this die were defective. They did not cut all the way through. Of course, I called Stampin' Up immediately, and they shipped it right out to me. So I got lucky with that I got another set, so which work perfectly, okay, absolutely perfectly. But it's also my job as a demonstrator to teach you how to use your product, because this is very intricate right here. And we're going to talk about that when we cut this out. And then here's the inside of the card. This is a wonderful way to really bring the inside of your cards up a notch with the decorating. But there's two ways to use this die right here. This one you can also cut out and get a single die from, you know, a single cut. But you have to use this border. And so I wanted to teach you guys what to do. I'm sorry, it goes this way. What to do with this border and how to exactly line it up. You have to look on the other side, actually. And so I'm going to teach you how to do that in this video today. Of course, we're going to make a beautiful card. We're going to cut this and do some big shot work together. So I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to get everything set up, and we're going to talk. The first thing we're going to do is make these elements inside and out. Be back in a minute. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is cut the front of the card. This is a piece of Grapefruit Grove, and it's a full card front. What that means is there's no border around here, okay? It is the full card front. It's 5.5 by 4 1/4 is this piece. We're going to take this absolutely gorgeous die, and see these projections that are out here? You want to make sure they're toward the bottom of the die. See where the bottom of the die here, I'm calling it the bottom because it's the shorter part, and then this is the longer part. What this is going to allow this to do then, this edge cuts off, okay? So, I put my paper. I want to line this, you can see where I'm at, yeah. I want to line this up, and I don't want this projection on the paper. I want it off of the paper. Let me get that up there just a little bit more. Okay, off of the paper, right here. And then I'm going to come up this way. And then I want this projection up here off of the paper. If it's on the paper, you'll just have to cut a little piece, okay? So you just kind of scooch it back and forth. And that's how I got this angle right here. Now, you see my washi tape is stuck to the top of my Big Shot. So now I take my washi tape, and I'm going to tape this down. I'm making sure that I'm taping on this side that's going to cut off, just in case sometimes that washi tape can mar your paper. So I just didn't want to have that go on. Okay, right there we are. Now I'm going to put my sandwich all the way together and roll this through. Now, some of you might need a shim because every Big Shot is calibrated different, guys, okay? And I go back and forth like 4 times. Sometimes I need a shim and sometimes I don't. Piece of computer paper I've been using, and I just stick it there. It's very, very thin if you just need a little bit of pressure. With these intricate dies, I definitely roll my Big Shot through like 4 times. So, and back again. No big deal. Okay? Now let's take a look at what we have here. So now this whole section is going to come off. Let me move the Big Shot. Just like that. See how that just came right off? Now you don't have to worry about your project being marred with any tape because we taped it on the bottom. Now, this is extremely delicate and intricate. So I use a little tool. Actually, I want my spatula. This take your pick tool. I love this little spatula. It's great for this. Come underneath this and just start to lift it. Whatever sticks down is fine, but whatever is going to come up, what needs to come up with it, I found the best thing to do was just take your time, and I just take that spatula under there so that then none of my cardstock rips. Because too, running it through like 4 times, it's pretty tight, you know, down. It's pretty cut down into the plate. But I wanted a nice solid, you know, just work it around. See how I'm doing it? And it lifted right off of there without even like moving this intricate part of your paper, you know, because this can really, this is very thin. Now I want to save these sprigs. I love these sprigs. I have a pile of them here. Let me show you. This is so funny. I have been saving my sprigs because they work. They go underneath things so wonderfully. They look really pretty cool. So I'm going to take these up, and then of course the rest will scrap. And I'll put this in my, I'm calling this my sprig pile. There we go. Now here, you can either use a die brush. I don't care. I just poke. They're already loose. They just didn't fall out. That's all. So it cut perfectly. My other ones were not cutting. Oh my goodness, guys, I did everything I could to get them to cut. I thought, you know, I was like, okay, I gotta use this plate, that plate. No, they were definitely defective, but oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? That is beautiful. So I'm very, very happy that immediately I checked them out. And I was lucky because I don't know if these are on back order now or what's going on. There's so much that has been going on. So now this is our card base. It's 11 by 4 1/4 scored at 5 1/2, and this will go down on here, just like that. Look how perfect that fits. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we can actually put this down. Now, I've done this little thing before. Let me move these things out of the way, and then I'm going to bring that Big Shot back in, and we're going to talk about this die right here. But while we're moving on, we might as well do what we can do here. So I take my Tombow. I have a silicone mat here. If you don't have a silicone mat, use a paper plate. Just throw it away. So I take my glue there, and I have my, whoops, I have my sponge here in a little container. And this is my glue sponge. So what I do, let me get some, my paper here, scrap paper, turn this over. This is extremely intricate, too difficult to get glue on, okay? I take my sponge and I sponge it down into my glue that's on my, let me move over just a little bit so you could see, on the silicone mat, and then I just tap it. I tap it onto the back here, and then I might need a little bit more. And as you know, as you need to just keep applying, that's all. And you want to come down through this intricate part and really get some glue down there. But now this makes it so that it doesn't squish out. Okay? I want to kind of look at this. I need a little bit more down here. I had to look a little closer. It'll be shiny when the glue is on there. I just want to make sure that nothing is going to lift. And as you see, I'm just dabbing. I mean, really just dabbing. Okay, there. Now I'm happy with that. Okay, now I'm going to take my Tombow and go ahead and come around through here. Down through there. Just a little bit, okay? Right in there. Especially where you can get close. Go ahead and dot that Tombow just to help it hold down, okay? Where it's bigger. The glue's starting to dry, so we don't want that. So here's our base. It's a full card front, so you don't want any border. Try to get it on there nice and even. Now watch this down here. I'm just going to take my finger. First I got to get this even. Okay, we are good up here. Oh, that looks so pretty. So nice. Let's see. Wiggle that up just a hair. Okay. All right, so nice right there. Now right here, I just take my finger and I tap this. I need that to go in just a little bit. That's the time to manipulate it and just tap it down. And it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Isn't that pretty? Let's go ahead and put our sentiment here while we already have this out. We'll just start decorating the front of the card. I'm going to use this sentiment that says, "Just wanted to say," in Grapefruit Grove, here at the bottom. Just like that. Oh, so pretty. And then I want to use my little brackets. These little brackets. Let's look at the stamp set. So the Ornate Thanks is the sentiment. And then here's the bracket that I'm using right here. And in Grapefruit Grove. And just in the corner, take your little loop, put it right in the corner. And this is perfect. Perfectly lined up. Just take your little loop, put it in the corner, and it's perfect. Oh, I love that. Love that. Okay, now off camera, I have already made my two little flowers. I did a flower in Daffodil Delight, and I did one in Poppy Parade. Again, where did I get the colors? The Color Coach. So these are going to go up here. First, we need to attach this with a glue dot. Just right there, just in the middle, no big deal. Just easy peasy. I want the yellow, the Daffodil Delight on the bottom, and I want the Poppy Parade on the top. Alternate these so that they are every other color. So this right here, let me go back. Let me go back. I stamp with this, and then I punch with this punch, is what coordinates. And then we have a smaller daisy punch also that coordinates with this, if you are looking to purchase this set. So both of these coordinate with this, which then coordinates with, this is the older set, the Daisy Delight. Now, but understand, the stamp of this flower and the stamp of this flower are different. You can mix and match, which they look great together, okay? But I just wanted you to know that, you know, this has the lines in it like this one does, and this one is a little abstract there. And so that's a lot of fun too. Okay, but both these sets coordinate with this larger punch, and then we have the smaller one. So I love flowers, and I love these daisies. I think they're just so pretty. Now with this, instead of curling the petals up, we're going to take our bone folder and curl them down. This is like what I call my spider flower, because watch what we do. It makes me I don't know why it makes me think of a spider. Kind of, you know, where its legs are up and its body is down when we get done with it. So I kind of roll through here, and I turn it and roll it down. Okay, break those paper fibers down and roll them down. Now, I'm just going to get one large dimensional and put it right here. This is so much fun. This looks so cool. I love when I do this. I don't know why. It's just fun. So my flower is like this, right? It looks like a little droopy flower. So I put it here, and then I take my finger and I just push it down. See how it is? That's why I call it my spider flower. Okay, I'll be back in just a moment. I'm going to reset up and we're going to do the inside of this card. Oh wait, I forgot to put my gems. Oops, my Gilded Gems. We want these on here. These look so wonderful with, I think, with Grapefruit Grove. This is in the suite. So we're just going to put a few of these, just three. Three of the smaller ones, actually, this time I'm going to use. And then, let's see, let's put one here. Good. Just that right there on the outside. Doesn't that make a pretty outside of the card? We're done with the outside of the card. I didn't think we'd get it done that fast. But isn't that flower fun? The way it lifts up like that, my little spider flower. Okay, let me clear this out and let me bring the inside in, and then we are going to talk about this element right here. Okay, now the inside of the card are the same measurements that I normally use. Grapefruit Grove 5 by 3 3/4, regular Whisper White 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. But it's the regular Whisper White piece that we're going to work with. So I've got this here on the Big Shot. And again, when you use this, see where these projections are right here. You want, because this is like, there's more dye up at the top, okay? So this part you want toward the bottom of your project, whatever you're doing. So right here, because see, this little piece like this is going to cut off. This will then attach. So this is the way that you do it for the inside of this card if you want it to be attached. Again, with my washi tape. And see, I'm taping it down on the opposite side of the paper. Okay, let me get my plate. And now we're going to cut this. Ooh, we don't want that to be off of there. We could really, really mess up that die. So that's not right. Let me just lift all of this. No big deal. And reposition. Good. I've got the width there. I'm good there. Okay. So again, be careful, okay, of the width of your Big Shot and the width of this die. Or like you could turn it and do it this way. Would that be safer? Would I? Let's see. Let's do it together. That might just be safer, right? With the die. Yeah, let's do it this way. The paper is short enough to where I can do it this way, so I'm glad for that. Because I just feel just slightly safer like that at this point with my die. Okay, right there. Yeah, I like that a whole lot better, guys. So if you can go this way with it, go ahead and do that. Okay, now we're going to roll this through. And I'm not even going to use a shim this time on this one. I'm going to see what I get. These pieces in this flower are a little bit larger. So let's see what we get here. Again, I ran it through 4 times. Oh yeah. Now see how that lower portion just cut right off. And I'm going to show you what to do, not for things like, you know, for the entire thing to cut off. Let me clean this die over here really quick. I just take my pokey tool and I just work through it. You can use your die brush and the foam. Yeah, by the time I bring it over and do it, it's just fast enough to do it like this. There were like 3 pieces, big deal, right? Okay, now this. Lift it up. Isn't that gorgeous? That just made gorgeousness. Okay, let me scrape this off because we're going to use this plate again. So, now we're going to talk about the other piece. I just have a scrap piece of paper here, okay? And we're going to talk about this. This piece and this piece. Okay, this border right here. So, right down here, see right here where it's thinner? It is thinner. Can you see that? Like, especially over this black, you can see it. And then there's like a lip here. This matches up on top of the thinnest part. Does that make sense to you guys? Where the top of the die, okay, where the projections are out, it actually matches to the top of the die. But watch when you line it up here, it overlaps right there just a little bit. It overlaps on the edges. That's okay. This is the setup that you want. You don't want this to be like separated from itself. Okay, so let's say that we lay this down, okay, and then we lay this down. Make sure that that part of the die overlaps the top of that little projection, if that makes sense to you. Just a hair, just a little bit. It's like fitting a puzzle together this way, really. Just take your time, and you're going to use your washi tape for sure with this. I almost feel like I feel better taping it together off of the paper. Yeah, see, it lays just perfectly. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to tape this together off of the paper. Okay, just like that. And now I'm going to add it to my project. And we're going to be fine right there. It'll just sit right there, or you could add more washi tape, okay? No big deal. But now, because we have this border up here, let me show you what happens. Let's cut it. Just like that. Back again. I really kind of don't think with this one it needs to go through 4 times, but I'm just doing it just because they're intricate. And we're on camera, and the minute I roll it through just 2 or 3 times and then it doesn't cut, I'm going to be like, oh. So, okay, here we go. It's a preventative measure, right? Okay, now look. Whoop, I'm not in camera. Look, this now separates because we use that piece. This separates. And then we have this. That can be used beautifully on a card. See, all of this comes out and off. Because of that piece, it allowed it to cut the entire... Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that fun? I think this is why I continue and continue and continue to use this set. I can't help it. It has so many variations. So my advice, I liked connecting this like this while it was off of a surface. And it cut perfectly, guys. It cut absolutely perfectly. Like I say, I don't really think I needed to run this through 4 times, but I just wanted to make sure on camera because I could feel it with my machine. I was like, no, it's cut all the way through. I could feel it. But yes, that's how you use that border. So, you know, along with making beautiful cards and having fun in the craft room, when we get things like this in, I really do like to show you guys what is going on with it so that when you sit down, you're like, oh, wait a minute, she said blah, 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 you know, and then we've got it. So, and you can use your, you know, use your product. So, okay, now here we're going to put your awesome in Grapefruit Grove. So, just wanted to say, you're awesome. I'm sorry, you're amazing. You're amazing. I guess I was just thinking, you're awesome. Okay, little brackets up in the corner. Pretty, 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 right? Okay, now let's go ahead and attach this. We will again use our little dabbing technique on this because we have this is intricate. Little Tombow. Remember, if you would like to pre-order, the new catalog is going to release. If you want to pre-order in May, it'll release in June. But if you want to pre-order in May, join my team, and you can do that. For $99, you get $125 worth of product, 20% off, free shipping. That's the starter kit. You choose your own starter kit, guys. And then you pre-order May 1st. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Is it May 1st that we get to pre-order, or is it the 3rd? I have to check. Around about the 1st of May, I'll just say. Okay, now, again, I'm just tapping this down. Isn't that pretty? Just beautiful. You get to order a full month early, let me say that. Oh, I have not checked my exact date. I just know that, hey, at the beginning, I'm ready. I've got my money ready. I'm going to pre-order. So we're going to have fun. All right, let's open this and add the inside of our card. Isn't that lovely? Isn't it nice that this set allows us to do so much more with the complete card? It is just beautiful. And right there is the outside. I'm so happy with these cards today. There we go. Hey, we didn't make an envelope, did we? Okay, wait a minute. Let's go ahead. Wait a minute. You know me, I've got to make my envelopes, right? What do we like? We like Poppy Parade. And we like Daffodil Delight. Let's try this with our, let's use the little flower, okay? Because we're just going to stamp on an envelope. So let's use the little flower. And let's do Poppy Parade. Oh, this will be fun. I was going to stamp off the page, but now that I'm doing the little one, I'm going to stamp all the way on the envelope. For sure. Here, we'll do the back. Poppy Parade. Cute. Cute. Let me clean it. And now, Daffodil Delight, make sure now that you turn this stamp so that you see your Poppy Parade little petals, and then you know you're alternating your petals. Oh, that's adorable. Boy, that's springtimey, isn't it? Oh my goodness. So turn this to where you see your petals. Stamp. Oh, I love it. Love it. Oh, that's so cute. We are right now in the middle of dogwood winter. So actually our mountains had a little snow on the top of it this morning and it was very, very cold. So I'll do another envelope like that. I absolutely love that, and that'll be the envelope for this card. I hope you'll try these techniques if you have this set, and I hope you enjoyed this video and the card. Please guys, stay safe and do some happy crafting. Thanks for watching.